What's up, guys? What's up? What's up, and welcome to Lunchtime in the Lab. What's up, Marcus? Let's see. So, just like I can pull the comments up here on YouTube if you're watching on Twitter and you message within the video or whatever, I can see the chats, pull them up, answer questions, everything like that. Those are live on YouTube or Twitter. If you are on Twitter and this is your first time checking out the show, make sure you come on over to YouTube where I am live Monday through Friday, every single day at 11:30. Outside of tomorrow at the top of the hour, I mentioned it the other day. I'm thinking if I go live at 11 tomorrow, I have plenty of time. I have a doctor's appointment. I have to be there at 12:30. It's only like 15 minutes from my house. So if I go live at 11, I need to be done at 11:30. Then I think I'll have plenty of time. So 11 o'clock show tomorrow instead of 11:30 because I got the doctor's appointment. Let's see, though, what we got going on. So we were running the 10 to 10K challenge. Quarterback got hurt. Nothing we can do about it. It's football. Unfortunately, I even had that thought the other day that we were saying say what's up say what's up, Ross and TJ. Watch them work. They're doing all the work. Yeah, anyway, man, we were on step 6, took 10 to 20, 20 to 40, 40 to 80, 80, 160, 160 at 320. We were on the 320 to 600 step. And unfortunately, our quarterback got hurt right before halftime. And was a frustrating game. I think he would have come back in if the opposing team would have made it a little bit more of a game. He didn't come out at halftime. He came out in the third quarter when they were about to score. They fumbled, and then the dude threw a pick six, and then it just. I think if it was a tighter game, he maybe would have come back, but that it hurts. That was the only leg that missed. I'm sure we run it back. It hurts to lose. And what sucks is that with this 10K challenge, I mean, if we were just running a unit on all those, we'd be up 5 units. That's why I don't like the 10K challenge because it's. I feel like you're wasting opportunity to make money by doing the 10K challenge. Ultimately, you could turn it into $10,000, which would be 100 units for me. But we also could have been betting a unit on every single one of those and been up 5 units. Well, 4. With the loss, we'll go 5-1. We've got 4 units at this point instead of having nothing to show for it. We would have had 4 units of positive to show for it. That's why the 10K challenge is difficult for me because that's the style that I bet. Those are the unfamiliar with NFL. Look, I can run every NFL game just like we're doing every Canadian Football League game. So yeah, we'll get back into it, I'm sure. I mean, we haven't really talked. Ty was kind of busy yesterday. We haven't really talked. I'm sure we'll do it, but it is frustrating, like I said, and because you're missing out on the opportunity for profits and everything like that. But all right. Anyhow, let's see. Those of you in our Discord, I was gonna make a. It's funny you mentioned that. I was gonna record a video and I ran out of time to show off the beer money picks, bankroll management. Make a video for that, post it in my channel, but then on Twitter and stuff just for freezies and whatnot. As we're getting into the quote unquote dog days of summer here, what NHL is there one more game? I think honestly I don't really pay attention to it, but we just got MLB. MLB can be tough. We have WNBA, but they're going to go on a break for a month or longer. However, as the Olympics are going on. So we're really going to have baseball. Honestly, just baseball. Well, soccer, tennis, stuff like that. So that's what's nice about Beer Money Picks. Link in the bio here, description at the top on Twitter. I think we're going to have a promo coming out here soon, so pay attention to Twitter at Live Joe Bets. But for those of you that are looking for something to bet on, I mean, we got a dude that does tennis. We have guys that do soccer. We have people that can do KBO, at night, everything like that. So that's what's kind of beneficial, that when there's times where it's everyone kind of dies off because it's just MLB, we're able to still have Ty and myself, we're betting on Canadian football. I tell you right now, there's no other Discords that are betting on Canadian football. There's no other big Discords that are betting on Canadian football. Tennis, soccer, everything like that. But let's go ahead and get into it here, though. But speaking of that, I mean, baseball's rough. Friday we may have gone 0-3 on Friday. I haven't had the chance to look at it, to be completely honest, to see how we finished. But I think we went 0-3. It's gonna happen. Shit happens, especially in MLB. I mean, I posted, busy weekend. I mean, I didn't even pay attention to anything. Like I just, was my son's birthday party. We had that kayak trip, like I was, I took a complete, step away, which is awesome. I mean, it's really great to just do that and to be able to have a team, behind me and beer money. Anyway, I'd said, like baseball, you take 5 steps forwards and you hope that you don't fall backwards 10. Take a couple steps forward, take less steps backwards, ideally, and you just go up 2 units, lose a unit, go up 3 units, lose a unit and a half, so on and so forth. Kind of just continue to go on. MLB is tough. I say it 1,000 times that the best team in baseball is going to lose 50 games, 50, 60, 70 games a year. It's rough. It's rough out here. There's a pitcher. Oh, Luis Gil. Holy shit. Was that Friday, guys? He went 1.1 innings and you just got murdered. Like stuff like that's going to happen. I mean, guys are going to have they're going to be, they're going to be off. I'm on a pitcher today that honestly, there's times where he comes out and he turns into Cy Young every time I bet on him. So we'll see if that happens in the day. But stuff like that just happens, and it's unfortunate, So Devontae, what'd you say here? Try to stay away unless we get some good player hits, but we all know that kills us too. Yeah, and even that, like, oh, I really like this person get a hit, and then old boy go 0-5, or he'll get hit, or he'll walk 3 times or something like that, So frustrating stuff. Zay, what's up, man? What's up, Zay? I still know how to pronounce your name, but baseball is rough. But at the same time, I think I'm sorry, I'm trying to pull stuff up. I forgot to say too, my wife decided to work from home today, so the kids are here. So one's napping, but I told her to call me if like he wakes up, because I think she's got like work meetings and shit. But anyway. Y'all can see the same information, so it's not like it's really hiding anything, but I'm on top here. I can't highlight it. That number right there is 39.28 in MLB. So I mean, I'm up 40 units in the Major League Baseball right now. I ended, up 29.56 units in college baseball. So 40 units up in MLB right now. Certainly can't complain about it or anything like that. I think last year no, it's good. Really, I was just trying to read the number for you guys. But yeah, 40 units for MLB. But I think that I think it was up 86 to end the year last year. Honestly, look, guys, just being positive. Like, I don't know what your guys' expectations are or anything like that, but my goal is to be up 30 units a month, which is a unit a day. So obviously, I think I'm at like 14 or 15 units right now, so I'm a little behind. But being up 100 units at this point in the year, is pretty solid. Look, if I finish the MLB season up 40 units, honestly, that's still successful. Look, being up 5 units is still successful. Of course, I would expect to be up a lot more than that. But look, here we go. We got baseball, and I'm cool with it for the show here. We got baseball all July, and late August college football starts. They call it week 0, August 28th. Generally, there's gonna be 4 or 5 games. College football is gonna start, then the NFL starts. Second week of September, something like that. August 24th, guys, even sooner. Florida State, Georgia State, SMU, Nevada. We got 2 games. SMU was a wagon, man. Nevada was bad last year. But we got 2 games Saturday, August 24th. We just got to make it literally today's June the 24th. We have 2 full months, gang, until we have football back. In the meantime, we got MLB and our tennis cappers and beer money if you're in there, the soccer guys, Canadian football stuff like that. Let's go ahead and talk though. What's that? Tourism bet 1,000 on the Brewers. Well, sir, I hope your unit is $1,000. Nah, they're probably look good. Who are they playing today? Oh yeah, see, I kind of got a little bit of a fade there. Not really though. Okay, not a lot of choices today. We'll look here quickly, just to kind of go down the line here real fast, guys, and then we'll go ahead and go ahead with my 3 favorite plays for today. Oh, before I do that, I really it's about trying to find time, but I bought the PS5 like webcam. It's like a specific one that'll work because I stream directly from the PS5. Anyhow, bought it, set it up, it works. Kind of tested it, yesterday. So, it really just depends on what the days look like. My wife wants to do. We have a show we watch every night. I have my son's up, stuff like that. But, more streaming of video games coming, especially. Man, isn't it like July 15th that NCAA football comes out? I mean, I'm gonna play the hell out of that game, guys. When I don't have a lot of work going on, I'm gonna be playing that Wednesday at 1:00 in the afternoon. Y'all can watch me while you're at work. If I depending on my work schedule or whatever, so because I kind of have a little oddball kind of stuff, going. But anyhow, more streaming coming. I'm streaming directly to YouTube too, so I think you guys probably get notifications and stuff. Quickly though. What, Marcus? What are you saying? Guardians Orioles, not really interested in it. Tough matchup here, to be honest. Pavich isn't that great of a rookie pitcher. I think he was a rookie. I would probably lean over. I don't know what the weather looks like it, but really just not a game I'm interested in. Phillies and Tigers will talk. Well, I like Phillies money line in this one. Nola's great. Was that Mize probably? If you look at his splits, he's got actually some pretty bad splits at night. 640 is still classified as a night game, technically speaking, versus a day game that's like a noon, 1, 2 o'clock, something like that. Phillies, I think, take care of business. There's a 30% boost. I feel like the Phillies is probably a pretty good look here to potentially get into it. Mariners and Rays, just not interested, to be completely honest. Pirates and Reds, you got some really good hitting weather here as usual, though. Just Red Stadium. Really, I got a home run pick in this one is about all I got. Blue Jays and Red Sox, no teams that I'm really running to bet on. I got to play in the Cardinals and Braves game. White Sox Dodgers, I don't have a play, but man, I think the books got this right. I mean, I think the White Sox are all about stealing games. Garrett Crochet has been fantastic. I think that the White Sox at trade deadline probably moved Garrett Crochet because he's been really good. Try to bolster some offense, something like that. But I think Crochet is probably look. This is gonna be a tough game. Some people are gonna come out and say Dodgers money line 1.5 units. And if y'all know who in the Discord comes out and says that, I'm not fading it. I wouldn't actually call a White Sox, but plus 110, full unit play. But I think it's going to be a tough game. Marlins and Royals, I think the Royals kill them. I haven't got to the point yet, but I would probably run a Phillies and Royals money line parlay, probably sitting at plus 120, something like that. Cole Reagan's been really good at home. The Royals have been really good at home. The Marlins, lost multiple pitchers. They want this guy to go deep, but I don't think he's going to be able to. Also have wind blowing out in Kansas City, which doesn't happen very often. Kansas City's it's a hitter's ballpark, but not in a sense of home runs. But if the wind's blowing out, we may be able to see some more home runs. It's just a really big ballpark. A lot of real estate out there in the outfield. I was trying to think of something. Rangers Brewers. I'm sure the Rangers probably look, or the Brewers probably look good here, as somebody had mentioned. I like Lawrenson in this game. A's and Angels, not interested in touching it. Nationals, Padres, honestly not overly interested, but I am going to have a play in it. And then Cubs and Giants, not interested, man. That once again, that was on Friday. Shota came out and absolutely showed the bed all over the place. Yeah, that was funny, right? Yeah, I like that. Fuck, what was it? 8-1, 11 to something at one point, or something like that. Crazy. Let me check my phone real fast. Make sure my wife doesn't need me. Somebody else. Okay. All right, here we go. Got some line movement we got to mess around with, but since I got it pulled up already, Michael Lawrenson. I think this is an outline that this is a scary bet, to be completely honest. But you look, it's gambling, right? This is a gamble. We're gambling. In 2024, over 16 and a half. I mean, the guy's over this in 10 of 12. He's been a inning plus merchant. The guy's been fantastic. There's been plenty of times, if you look at like his pitch count here, I think it was this one against Oakland, 107. Like I had him for over 17 and a half, and I'm like, this is cooked. He came back out with like 95 pitches, and he came out and finished it, and I was shocked. I do believe it was a doubleheader game, so we had that handicap where it's like, hey, and Leiter was pitching the second game, so it's like, hey, yeah, they really need him to go deep, kind of thing. But the guy's just been fantastic. If you look at it, he got into trouble against San Francisco. It was the first game, against Detroit, so he only threw 79 pitches as he was trying to get stretched out. You can see he's been going really well through just 95 pitches, full 7 innings against the Dodgers. You look at the Brewers here. The Brewers are a pretty good hitting team. However, on the right, I don't know how well you can read this, but you can see there's no green. Adams has had a couple times, no hits. Adams has faced some no hits. Bowers no hits. Hoskins has faced him 6 times, no hits. Trang no hits. Yelich looks like 2 for 8. That's 250 against them. Contreras hasn't faced them. Ortiz hasn't faced them. Frelick, Perkins, none of these guys have faced them. So advantage to the pitcher when you have, you're going against a guy that they're not overly familiar with. You have, a pitcher advantage there. Even look at him away. I mean, he's over this in 6 straight away games. The one miss he had was opening day at Comerica Park, more than likely here for actually Michael Lawrenson. He actually didn't start right away. He came off an injury. That's right, because we started like late March. So it was a short leash. The dude was trying to get stretched out. I think it's a pretty good look. Let's look at the bullpen. Texas. Dude, Jose Urena is so bad. Bullpen's looking pretty good. So I mean, if they had to pull him, I mean, they certainly could. But start of a new series, if I'm not mistaken. Urena's definitely not available. They've had, they've thrown everybody in the last 3 games or so. So we're definitely not in a bad or a good spot here necessarily. So, I mean, we really can kind of just throw that out. Lawrence, and I think is just going to be a good look here. He's just done a good job of managing games. The Brewers are a good team. Like, don't get me wrong. That's why, like I said, I mean, it's everything we're doing is a gamble, not even fading the Brewers. We're just saying like, hey, Lawrence, and just keep it manageable. Hopefully the Rangers can score a couple with, keep it 1-1, 2 something, 3 something like that. And we'll certainly be okay. I think it's a good look. I mean, he's a dude that's cashed for us plenty of times. I feel pretty good about, getting back and, going back to him. Let's see. So Brewers in the last 7 days, I mean, hitting the ball well, the 7th highest, batting average. Runs wise, scoring the 10th most runs. I mean, they're a good team. It's a good team. Some of you guys might say like, some of you might look at this and just be like, hey, I don't agree. This is a tough one. Straight betting's 50-50. Essentially, when it's not paying attention to odds. Obviously, you're betting on a minus 150. It's not a 50-50. Obviously, it's a plus 100 is 50-50. But theoretically, there is no other option. There's either he does it or he does not. he goes over his outs or he does not go over his outs. It's one or the other. You essentially have a 50% chance, as there's no other outcome. Uh, Not necessarily a flip a coin. That's where we have our handicap with it. That's where we have like the outside thinking. And you look at the guys that have faced him before and they have not hit him very well the limited times. The other guys have not seen him, which goes advantage to the pitcher. He does a good job of, staying on top of, walks and everything like that. Let's actually pull this back up and see. Brewers walk a lot. It's another little negative to that, but let's see here. I mean, he walks guys, 1 or 2 a game, away, 1 or 2 in his last, so here. I don't know. I don't have it here how many like pitches these guys see, but regardless, I mean, I'm not going to keep going on with it. I was feeling pretty good about it. Like it a lot. You got minus 115, minus 115 on the 16 and a half on FanDuel and DraftKings. So we'll take it both ways there. Michael Lawrenson over 16 and a half outs is going to be the first play. Can we start capping the spread for Canadian football? I'd imagine you're probably in a state that doesn't have props. Harder in the beginning. I like totals more than I do the spread in Canadian football. But yeah, I mean, at some point, probably more of a tie thing, to be honest. But yeah, Arizona. You got a lot of restrictions there with the orange, inadvertently, Chuck. But Tennessee wins it all tonight. I know that, Chief. If you're in, I think you're in the Discord, Chuck. If you're not, we got a guy in there that was on some futures for Tennessee plus 600, and a couple of them, So I know, in terms of, I don't have a dog in the fight, so sure, let's get after Tennessee. Win some of that money for the Discord members. Guys, I'll be honest with you. I gotta pee so bad. I've been drinking so much water. We'll see how much longer I make it here. I might have to run out, and you all have to just talk to yourselves. Okay. Anyway, Michael Lawrenson. You got the 1.15 unit there. Next play, let's look at Lance Lynn. This is my Cy Young candidate. I know about Lance Lynn, old White Sox pitcher there. You guys ever see that video where like the dude bunted and like he was like cussing, like he was pissed that the guy bunted? Like you can just see it, like he's like yelling under his breath or something like that. It's funny. All right, look at this. Woo! That's a lot of green, ladies and gentlemen. This morning, this was at 17 and a half. This was at 17 and a half, opened at 17 and a half last night. You can see it up here. Opened at 3 a.m., 17 and a half. Came down almost immediately. People bet it. Went back up. People were betting on the other side. Came back down to 16 and a half. It was sitting at minus 140 on DraftKings. I was ready to use a juice reducer. Bet 365 is at 17 and a half, and it was minus 130 at that point. Yo, I'm not gonna lie. I'm about to get up and go to the bathroom real fast, but it's right here, so I'll be back in like 30 seconds. All this, man, I drank so much on Saturday, and then like I bought this junk food on Sunday. Like I swear I've gained like 10 pounds. So my butt's drinking water instead of trying to eat. 30 seconds. That was probably less than 30 seconds. Bathroom's literally right next to me. Okay. Anyway, brief intermission. All right. This man is under this line in 12 of 15 starts. If we look at home, he's under this line in 6 of 7 starts. So not only can we just, I don't know what they call it, chart watching, whatever, these are the type of plays that turn into popular plays, though, where people are on props.cash or whatever the hell else they're using. You don't see a lot of people using outlier. But look here. Of course I like it at 17 and a half better, but it doesn't change anything. We still get 16. So that's just saying that the guy can come out into the sixth inning, but he just can't go the full sixth inning. He only went 16 against Miami. He only went 13 against Pittsburgh. He only went 12 against Colorado. He was beat up against 3 pretty poor hitting teams. And then he was beat up by Philly, of course. He went deep against the Reds, Baltimore, Oakland. Like I said, the guy's known to have a good game every once in a while. Pitches thrown. I mean, he got up to 97, 82. He was pulled after 13, 91, 78. So he's getting himself in trouble. Let's see. Was he walking, guys? Decent amount of walks in those games. Even with this Miami here, he threw 97 pitches. He didn't walk once. I talk about this all the time. Miami does not walk. You take pitchers against Miami. You take pitcher outs against Miami all the time. We'll look at Reagan's in a second. I didn't even think about it, but I'm sure it's juiced to hell. My nose itches again. Let's see. And then he's going against the Braves. I know that the Braves are a frustrating team. The Braves still have a lot of potential compared to any of these teams. As bad as the Braves have been playing, they're still better than the Marlins. They're still better than Pittsburgh. They're still better than Colorado. Let's look at it at the Braves against Lance Lynn in their career. Hopefully Sean Murphy's not starting. Maybe someone else is catching. Did he get hurt again? I don't think so. Ozuna 333, Albies 500, Arcia 250, Matt Olson 182. Matt Olson's dude doesn't hardly hit the ball ever anyway. Austin Riley's batting 500. Duvall 167. Clinic is, I don't know, who knows who's even starting and playing, with some of the injuries they have. They've been able to hit them pretty well. They hit right-handed pitching, pretty average. You got a lot of green in there. Bullpen wise though, they just got rough, whatever. I think it was yesterday. Sonny Gray just went 7 full innings. So they didn't have to really throw much. They didn't really have to throw many guys on Sunday. And then Mikolas, I think, went 6 innings or something like that. So they were able to not have to use as many pitchers. They have some pretty fresh arms here. So that means that he is probably going to be on a bit of a shorter leash. If he gets in any kind of trouble or his pitch count gets up there, I think they're going to pull him. We just need the Braves to come out and be the Braves, and I think this is going to be a good bet. This is probably my favorite bet on the board today. And like I tell you, not every time. Don't let that scare you. But look, I remember it was last year. Was it last year? Last year I was at this pool party of one of my friends or whatever, and I had bet on Lance. I had bet on, I don't remember. I took the money line of against whoever he was playing with, and the dude threw an 8-inning shutout. And everyone's like, "What in the hell, Lance Lynn?" So I feel like it's since then the guy's been man, the dude turns around and when he's against me all the time. But I still feel Lance Lynn doesn't have it anymore, and the Braves have the potential. And it's not like the Cardinal Stadium is a rough, rowdy place to go play at or anything like that. We just need the Braves to score some runs. We need the Braves to score some runs. That's it. Let me see something here. It's not going to change anything, but let me just see. I don't know how the Braves are walking right now. Let's go to last 15 games. Because they don't generally walk a lot, I don't think. Yeah, the fifth least walks in the last 15 games. But like I said, it wasn't going to change anything. I was just curious about it. Let's see. 14th best batting average. They're scoring. They've scored 55 runs, which has got middle of the pack. What are we doing for strikeouts? Striking out a decent amount. Like I said, wasn't going to change anything. Like this one a lot. Like I said, like this was probably my favorite one on the board today. I would have preferred to have had it at the 17.5, but that way this way I don't have to eat as much juice. And hoping that you see the guy come out. I mean, he's gone just 5. A full 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times. He's been pulled before the end of the 5th inning. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times. And he's pitched into the 6th inning 1 time and got pulled, before that. So if he goes into the 6th, we're going to be certainly rooting for him to, get rocked early, give up a home run, get pulled, get in trouble, something like that. But we're just hoping that the Braves just show up, use those dang bats. And I think we'll be okay with it. Lastly, probably controversial. Probably the first time this year that I've backed Patrick Corbin. But I'm gonna back Patrick Corbin. I'm not gonna fade Patrick Corbin today. Feels weird doing it. You're so used to it just kind of being like an automatic kind of play. But I think first off, I need to refresh myself because I looked at this one a while ago. Okay. So they use a decent amount of arms here recently. Nothing crazy though. Only 3 Sunday, 3 on Saturday. So they've thrown, but in the last 3 days, they've thrown all but 1 arm. I don't know what Weems. I don't know who their closer is, to be completely honest. Going against a Padres team who just lost Tatis. Devontae, hey, sometimes you gotta keep the books on their toes, Going against they hit him pretty good. Look, when you lose that star player, you normally have issues in the lineup. When Acuna went down, the Braves weren't overly hitting the ball to begin with, but the Braves have just lost their identity with Acuna going down. Tatis, I don't know how long he's out. I don't even know what happened. I just know that he is. Unless he's not, and I'm crazy, but pretty sure he's not it. Like I said, I hadn't been, paying much attention is what I wanted to say. But let's see, hitting year to date versus a lefty. So the Padres have the 9th lowest batting average against left-handed pitchers, compared to versus righties. Like they hit righties really well. Padres don't hit lefties as well as other guys do. In fact, I was on the Padres recently, and I can't remember who it was against, but I feel like they didn't hit the ball very well against them because I was on Profar to hit because he hits lefties pretty well. On base percentage, they have the 9th lowest on base percentage. They have the 9th lowest batting average. So these guys, they're not walking. They're not getting a lot of hits. In terms of, we can't actually see runs because it's hard to produce off of that. But they don't hit lefties as well. They're not as strong of a lefty hitting team. This is just a spot, honestly, where I feel that with Tatis out, that the lineup's going to be different. And they're not going to come out as strong. They also don't hit lefties as hard as they do. This is we talk about normally, like baseball is a big stats. Like I'm all about stats. Somebody asked me the other day, like, do you bet on hockey? And I was like, I could bet on hockey because I know how to read stats and everything like that. Sometimes there's just like a gut type play, and I suppose this might be it. I'm sure there's not many of you that choose too often to fade me. This could certainly be one of them. I feel a lot of people probably like to go after his his hits allowed, go after his you can't say well earned runs, go after his earned runs in here. But let's see if I can do something real fast. Try to compare something. You guys probably can't see this, but oh yeah, you can. Okay. Okay. The top one is his earned runs. And then the bottom is his outs. So you can see like he gets hit. He gets hit. Like I know he does. But it's just the fact of it's the fact what's the fact the matter fact? The fact of the point is against Minnesota, he gave up 8 runs. He still went 18 outs. He still went 18 outs. He gave up 8 runs. He gave up 6 runs against the Mets. He got hooked at 16, probably tripped and fell. That did not happen on Friday too. Flaherty, cruising. We needed one more out, and he just absolutely fell apart. Walked a guy, or gave up single, gave up 4-0 walk. Then he got pulled. I mean the guy's right here. He's had 2 outings on the year where he went 13 and 12 outs. Everything else has been he's made it to at least 5. Facts. Yeah, I knew it was something like that. Like I said, like he's given up oh yeah, Kyle. Yeah, I had that actually pulled up too. So that'll make it even better because yep, I see right here. I knew that. I forgot to change it. So that's another thing going for us. On FanDuel, it's over 15.5. Kyle, I'm so glad you said that. I would have realized it at the end. But until I got too much farther, look how much that changes that graph. You look at him away, he's over it in 3 straight, 5 of 8. He's over this in 11 of 15 at the 15.5 number. I would be okay with it at 16.5, to be completely honest. But to pull this back up, just to kind of, oh, no, not that high, I guess. Oh, shit. Stop. Damn it. Hold on. Down here. This. Okay. Gave up 4 runs, 118. Gave up 7 runs, went 17. Gave up 5 runs, went 19. Gave up 3, went 18. Gave up 4, got pulled early. Look, he gave up 1 run against Boston, only went 15. So the point here is he's had games where he's not gave up just 1 run against Arizona, only went 15. It doesn't feel that his success as a pitcher overly correlates to his outs. It's gonna obviously just be his pitch count. And even then, though, you can see the dude's efficient. 77, 16 outs, probably got in trouble. 90 at 18, 106. You guys throwing in the 90s because he sometimes gets in trouble at the 3rd inning or something like that. I just think with the missing bat, and he's a hittable guy. Like he's not a strikeout pitcher. He's got a K line of 3.5. He's not a strikeout guy. He's gonna put balls in play, and either they go to players or they don't. He in that first inning, he could throw a 1-pitch single to probably a rise, as a leadoff. A 1-pitch single could turn into a 3-pitch double play, and he's thrown the ball 4 times and he's got 2 outs. Contact pitchers can have blow up outings to where, he's going to be out of the game in 4 innings. Or it could be the reverse side and he could have a good outing and his pitch count could be low and he's going to go deeper into the game because his pitch count's low. It's one of those like there's levels to this kind of thing. Patrick Corbin is not a good pitcher. However, Patrick Corbin pretty consistently makes it at least through the 5th inning. We can take him at 15.5 on FanDuel. We need the man to go 5 full innings, which he's done in all but 2 games, right? He's gone at least 15 innings in all but 2 games. We need to ask for the old boy to come out and get 1 out into the 6th inning, and we cash. Probably for the similar reason that people are on like Munoz today to get 14.5. They just want him to go 5 full innings. It's juice to hell, but they don't have any pitching. So I told you guys I wanted to look at Cole Reagans here. I bet you. Yeah. See, over 18.5. Hell no. I would not touch that. That's what we're going to ride, guys. Lance Lynn, under 16.5 outs going against the Braves. Under this a lot. Michael Lawrenson, over 16.5 outs. Another dude that is just a 6 inning merchant. And then we have Patrick Corbin on FanDuel at 1.18 units, minus 118, over 15.5. That's it. Those are the plays. We're going pitcher props today. Home run wise, I don't know if you guys have anything. These are the guys that I liked. Brian Reynolds has a good matchup. He's at the Red Stadium, who is one of the smaller stadiums in the league, the smallest stadium in the league. Good look there. Salvador Perez going against the Royals. Against the Marlins. We've got wind blowing out. That's going to be beneficial for us there. I wanted to look at here. I didn't do this today. Nothing really jumps out. I kind of like Spencer Steer against Bailey Falter as well. If you're not real keen on Brian Reynolds, Spencer Steer was kind of my other thought. But I think I like Brian Reynolds better. Salvador Perez for the Royals going against the Marlins. You got wind blowing out there. And then Adolis Garcia is just one of those that feels due, so to speak. That he was a bit of an afterthought. Let's see. 0-3 against Peralta. So if anybody has a third over Adolis Garcia, I mean, I'd be open to hear it. But I mean, just kind of going through, like, it was just like, I don't know, he jumped out at me. Austin Riley was another thought. He's hit Lance Lynn pretty well. Excuse me. Can I post the slips? If you're talking about the Discord, these are unofficial. Discord, I always tag people. You'll know when, say like this many units, I'll put a write up with it, everything like that. I'll post the home run slip on Twitter. But that's it. So you can probably, like screenshot the video like right here. Oh yeah, Discord. Yeah, so I mean, there's some days where all 3 of these will make it to the Discord as like an official play. There's some days where maybe only one of them does. There's some days where maybe something happened and the lineups changed and I don't do any of it. So that being said, to you or anybody in there, where you set your notifications, you get a notification when I put at notified Jort, and then it pops up for you guys that there's a play. That's an official Discord play. These are, I had this podcast before I was in the Discord. So just extra information, I guess. And more than likely they turn into one of these plays is 1,000% going to be a play here in a second. And then there's a possibility that the other two will maybe just be parlay pieces. I don't know yet. I'm just going to run with what the gut said, though. I'm just going to do this. Reynolds, Perez, and Garcia for the home run lotto. We've been in here for a minute, and I can just sense that the kid's going to wake up here soon. And like I said, my wife's working from home, and she's got some meetings and stuff. So this is what we're going to do. So recap: Lance Lynn under 16.5, Michael Lawrenson over 16.5, and then we're going to take Patrick Corbin on the other side, over 15.5 against the Padres. And home runs: Reynolds, Perez, Garcia. That's gonna be it, guys. I am going to, like I said, I'll actually probably hurry up and try to make that bankroll management video real fast. And I feel like I had something else to say. I don't know. But I'm gonna go and get out of here. And then reminder, and then tomorrow, for those of you that are still here, or you made it, or you watching this on a recorded version or anything like that, 11 o'clock tomorrow instead of 11:30. Got that doctor's appointment I got to work around. But all right. Appreciate you guys. Where's my dang? There it is. Appreciate you guys. And I'll see you guys back tomorrow at 11 o'clock.